Hi. So this is our food delivery application. It's called Delivr. So if I was logging here for the first time, I'd go to create account, fill in my details for my account, pick what type of user I am. Uh, Admins can't be created from this page so that not everyone can become an admin. So if I log in with an existing user's data here, you'll see I get to this page. These are all the available restaurants right now. I can set them as favorites if I want to easily access them from this page so that I don't have to browse through a lot. Can also go to my profile here, change any of my details, reset my password. Um, yeah, and check out my wallet. So that's the majority of our capabilities for our users. So now let's talk about the notification capabilities of our app. So right now I'm logged in as a customer. So if I go to this notification button here, I'm going to see notifications that are relevant to my orders, like delivery status changes, or if a restaurant rejects an order, that kind of thing. You can see here we're getting an estimate of when the order will arrive. Other types of users like restaurant managers and delivery drivers, they'll also get notifications here that are relevant to them. Also, we do have functionality in our backend for like live notifications via WebSocket, but we haven't really been able to test if it works in our front end because of the difficulties of running two instances of the program at once. But for now, we do have notifications stored here.
Hi, my name's Ye,
And I'm Sue.
and I was responsible for CF3, which has to do with search. So you can see here we have three views. This is the customer, this is the manager, and this is the driver view. Since we're talking about search, here you can see that there's a search bar, and if you click here, you can see that there's a bunch of extensive filters for the search options. So, for example, you can search type tossings, yeah, and then yeah, enter. And then you can see here that the casing doesn't have to be complete for it to show up. And if I delete that, search, type salmon. So this is searching by the restaurant item, and you can see here that Montana's comes up because it has grilled salmon, and Koi Sushi comes up because it has salmon nigiri. And now let's try to place an order in the restaurant. You can see here, each restaurant view will have the information about the combo deals and its menus. Now let's just try to place an order: pepperoni pizza and a cola. Yeah, that sounds good. Added a cart, and then now we can see here that this is by the way, this is CF4 because this is order and cart management. And you can see here that I can see all of my cart information. I can see that there's a promo code option that Sue is responsible for. Just type in like the demo information.
I'll be explaining CF6 and 7, which is handling receipt generation and payment simulation. So currently we're in our cart and we can apply coupons if we have one, and we can enter our delivery address. So now we have a breakdown of our receipt, how much it costs in total, delivery fee plus tax based on your region and how far away you are, and including the discount that's applied. So let's try to pay. Yes, and now since your payment went through successfully, the order is queued. For the user, you can see in My Orders, and for the manager dashboard, the order is queued, and you can either accept or reject it. Yes, and now it's going to the delivery driver dashboard,
Which is Sultan's part.
yeah, which is Sultan's part.
Hi everyone, my name is Sultan, and for this task I am responsible for two features, which is manager validation and the entire delivery process. So let's go for the first one, which is the manager. So now we're currently in the manager page, and my main task was to allow managers to create new restaurants and add their menu. And yeah, basically set the range for how far a restaurant can accept an order. So yeah, let's say here we create a new resto called Looking Resto. We put in all the details. So my task here is that I also make a field validation. So let's say a line wasn't filled properly, it will prevent the restaurant to be created. So here, let's look at this. Okay, so it doesn't allow us to create it because the status was empty. So let's fill that in, and as you can see, the restaurant is now successfully created. So maybe you want to edit the details of the restaurant, you can also do so by going to the details page. And again, the field validation will work there as well. If the line was empty, it will then accept it to be created. Now we're back with me again, Sultan. And the other test that I did was the Delivr system. So next up, I'll be showing you how the delivery process works. So in short, as a manager, you'll have incoming orders from customers where you can decide whether to accept it or reject it. And once you accept, you can mark it as ready. And then once it's ready, the system will automatically assign an available driver based on which order was generated and generate first and whether or not the driver can accommodate the distance. So below 5 kilometers, the driver will be sent with a bike, will be sent to the delivery, and above that will be anyone else. Okay, so let's see, 3 kilometers. Let's accept this order as ready, and let's go over to the driver's page to see what it looks like. So here we are at the driver's page. Currently we are set as unavailable, but let's set ourselves as available. And if you refresh, look, we are automatically sent to order. So yeah, now we can see that we can order for order 17, 3 kilometers. And since we're a bike, we get assigned to that. So let's start this one. Just press the start button. Once you start, it will calculate the time taken during the delivery process, and the status will also update on the manager dashboard to show that the driver is on delivery. So yeah, let's finish this order, and there you go. You can see that you finally made your order delivery in 0.35 minutes, something second. And that's it. That's the whole walkthrough of the delivery process.